Okay, welcome to Program 4, Piano Fool's Layer Method of Learning. Congratulations on making it this far. That's awesome, and I'm sure that you're ready for another challenge, so this is going to be it. In this lesson, what we're going to do is we're going to add two more chords, an A minor and an F. And with the chords that you know so far, plus these two, you can pretty much play anything you want. There's variations of these chords, but just the fundamental chords you can really play, a million songs probably. But what we're going to do in this lesson is step it up a notch. We're going to take a couple different rhythms and mix them together, and we're going to use both the left hand octave stretch and the right hand using the two new chords. So the verse of this song, if you look at your printouts, is going to be C, E minor, F, A, G. So that's the verse progression, the verse chord progression, okay? So let's just start with the C. We're going to do an octave stretch on our left, and it's going to be a 2-to-1 pattern on the verse. So in other words, I'm going to hit, you've been doing a 4-to-1 pattern. Now we're going to do a 2-to-1 pattern, and I'm going to hit my right hand chord twice for every bass note. So the C is going to sound like this. Okay? Now, the C chord is made up of the C, E, G. We're going to start in the inverse C that we know from previous lessons because it's going to fit this song better. And when we get into taking apart songs that you want to learn, you'll understand that, oh, okay, this does fit this song better, and you'll have the tools to figure out where you want to start and how you want to do it. So for this song, we're going to start in the C in this position, okay? Now our next chord is the E minor. So we're going to hit the C like we would, 1, 2. Now we need to go to the E minor. So what I'm going to do is, thinking in the minimal movement method, the MN method, my E minor is right, or my E is right here, which is the root of E minor, or it's down here. I want to move as little as possible. So if I move from C to E here, it's not very much. If I try to go all the way down here, it's a ton. So I know that I want to stay right here with my left hand. So what does that leave me? E minor is made up of the E, G, B. So if I take that out of it, now I have the G, B, and I'm going to have to go up here for my E, which really makes it simple, because watch this. If you go from the C, all you've got to do, because you're already in the C, is just drop this finger down, lift this up, because you've already got your finger on the E and the G. So drop it down, and now with the F, we're going to look, okay, I've only got to move once up here. I'm just kind of like walking up, so I'm going to know I want to use this F. Now, my F chord is made up of F, A, and C. So if I take the F out of it, here's my A, here's my C, and then there's my F. So I'm just going to walk it up. Drop it down. 1, 2, 1, 2. Move it up. 1, 2. I only have to move all these up just one to get to my F that's inverted chord, okay? Here's a normal F. Using the MN method, we're going to play it like that, okay? So here's what that's going to sound like. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so that's the very first part. And now we're going to do a walk down to finish out the verse progression. Okay, so it's going to be the C, 1, 2, 1, 2. And now we need the A minor, G, and we're going to hit those once. And I'm going to, because I'm getting too far up this way, I want to start back down here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to jump to my A minor down here, my A, so that I can play my A minor chord once. And the A minor chord, this is the standard A minor chord with the A, C, and E, okay? So we come out of our F, and then I'm going to switch to get into that position and jump down here, hit them both once, and then move all these fingers down on my right hand, 1, and my left hand, 1, to get to the G. And then we're going to start back over on the C. Okay? And when you're in your G here, you just start with that inverted C again because it's just a lot easier. So that's what that's going to sound like. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, and then start it over. Okay, so that's the verse progression of this lesson, of Program 4, Lesson 1. And we're going to keep building on that. So practice this for a few days until you have it down so that when we can add the lift and the chorus, it will be just adding the layers on. So keep practicing. I look forward to seeing you in Lesson 2 of this Program 4.